Hi, Mark. Great news finally on the positive decision towards receiving our drilling permits.
It's been a very long time, so we're very, very pleased to finally be able to announce this.
Yeah, for long overdue from a market perspective. So maybe it'd be good just to go over what the review process was like and how it was like dealing with the U.S. Forest Services.
Absolutely. I actually went down to Nevada in January 2020 to meet directly with the U.S. Forest Service. This was pre-COVID, of course. So we met with the personnel, talked to them about what we're doing, got their feedback as well as to what they needed for the drill permit review. And based upon that meeting and subsequent discussions as well, we certainly expected to get this drill permit last year. Now that obviously didn't happen. There were some unexpected delays, essentially due to internal processes the U.S. Forest Service had to deal with, some boxes they had to check as well. So we're very pleased to finally have this drill permit in hand. I would also like to note that we are in the process of posting the standard $50,000 bond. And once that's done, then the drill permit will be finalized and we'll be all set to go on the ground to begin drilling.
Okay, so subject to completing that, when do you expect we'll be able to start drilling?
We plan to begin in early August, and that's because the drill permit application, the drill permit will have an exclusion period during the spring, so we cannot drill until July 15th in the Caldera area. So that being noted, we've already have a drill contract signed from last year because we did expect to drill last year. And we've been in constant contact with the drill contractors, other personnel, organizing logistics. So we do expect to be we will be all in place, everything organized so we can drill in early August of this year.
And this is you on the property, so it'll be good to get back down there.
Absolutely. That's Mark Backness and Anna Morris, two of our consulting geologists, and myself on the property. And you can see it's very typical, gentle, rolling terrain of Nevada, good road access everywhere, just outside of the city of Tonopah.
Okay, so if we could start drilling in August, when do you expect we might get drilling results?
I expect the drill program to take about 8 weeks, perhaps a bit longer. We're going to be doing drill holes that are 300 to 500 meters deep each. And you can see on this model here of the low sulfidation epithermal gold deposit model that the previous drilling was A, that's the average drill length of the historical shallow drilling. B was the very deepest drill hole ever done. And based upon that, you can see that they did intercept some high grade intercepts, but only on the shallow parts of the system. We're going to drill down to the voiding zone where the gold and silver comes out most typically in this kind of system. And these 300 to 500 meter holes are designed to test that particular area. So that's what we're doing. As far as the drill plan goes and how long is that going to take? Well, we're going to send these samples in batches to the lab, and subject to the lab turnaround time, we will begin getting results sometime in the fall.
Okay, and do we have enough funds to complete this drilling program?
We absolutely do. Yeah, we've been very careful taking care of our treasury, keeping the expenditures to a minimum during this time period where we're waiting for the drill permit and working with the U.S. Forest Service to achieve that. So we have the funds in place for the full drill program that we've got planned. This is also a map of the Caldera property. Of course, you can see that up in the north, the top left of the corner of the map. And also for 289, which is the one we've optioned to Newcrest, a large Australian gold copper producer. So not just on Caldera, we expect to be drilling this summer, but Newcrest is also intending to drill for 289 sometime this year. That property is on Bureau of Land Management ground versus U.S. Forest Service. So it's much more straightforward drill permitting process for themselves. So we're in the fortunate position now of having two potential drill programs in the very short term for Discovery Harbour shareholders.
Maybe we could get results from two in the fall.
That would be a dream situation for all of our Discovery Harbour shareholders, include you and I, of course.
Okay. Well, okay. So then maybe we could just go to keeping it simple. Why Discovery Harbour?
Sure. So obviously we're looking for a high grade gold deposit, and some of the drill results certainly substantiate that. The system is preserved at depth, we believe, which is why we're drilling deeper. So high grade gold in Nevada is one important point for everybody to recall. The other one is never been drilled deep enough to test that voiding zone where the gold comes out in the low sulfidation system. We also have a pretty tight share structure, 94 million shares outstanding after July 2020 financing, at which point there was 37% of the shares were owned by institutions and insiders of the company. The drill program is now in the very short term. We'll be drilling this in the summertime, as we talked about, results expected in the fall, as well as potentially for 289 with Newcrest working very aggressively on that property to move it ahead to a drill program, which is what they would like to achieve this year as well.
Okay, that sounds great. We'll look forward to more progress and keeping everybody informed as we progress.
And just as a quick reminder to everybody who's listening, the news releases that we've put out previously described all the drill targets in detail. Rodney and I have also done previous videos describing those, but we will do some further videos to update everybody as we get closer to the actual drilling taking place this summer.
Sounds great. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Rodney. Okay.